Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm doing something that I'm quite excited about, and I'm going to be reviewing the Kmart brand, makeup brand OXX Studio. I'm not fond of the name. This is the Bronze Whip Velvet Finish Cream Bronzer. Now, full confession, I filmed this yesterday, and when I went to download it onto my computer, I accidentally deleted everything off my SD card. Yeah, so this is, I guess you could say it's a true review because I've used it before. This is $6 from Kmart, and I want to shout out Katie's Cosmopolitan, her Instagram. I'll link it down below. She actually made me aware of this product. She went out and bought it, and as soon as I saw her put it on her Instagram, I was like, oh my God, I need to try this. I need to try it ASAP. I love cream bronzer, not stick. Cream bronzer in the pot I find so easy to use, so I was really intrigued to see what the formula of this would be like. Katie's Instagram is just beautiful. She reviews a lot of products, a lot of drugstore. She's Australian. I do recommend checking her out. She's got a lovely Instagram there. But today we're going to focus on this. So this is 16 grams, and then I have 5 more bronzers I'm going to compare shades and formula with. So the Huda Beauty has 11 grams. Oh my God, there's so much less. Interesting. So 11 grams, 16 grams, and then the NARS Laguna is 19 grams. So it's kind of in the middle. I didn't realize there was only 11 grams of this. This is heavy on the packaging. So I'm looking very potato-like right now. So we need to get some bronze on this face. Currently I have Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I have two different concealers on to brighten and color match, a little bit of both. And a tiny bit of powder in my T-zone just to set, but all my perimeters where I'm gonna put bronzer is not gonna have any powder. So we are gonna do comparisons first on my hand, and the comparisons, I'm gonna talk about the formula, but you're gonna see the difference of the color. So this is supposed to be a dupe for the Chanel, I believe. And it's got that same swirl whip look. And as you can see, I used it yesterday, so it's not brand new. But I don't own the Chanel, but it looks like the Chanel. It looks like a mini version of the Chanel. I think the Chanel's over $80 and this one's $6. So if they're comparable, my God. So this here is more of a yellow tone. And we're gonna see that in the swatches as I compare. And there was only one shade. So I know that these really cheap brands usually only cater to light skin. We know that, but this is such a desirable product. They should definitely bring out more shades. Like if they brought out 3 more shades, like this would be fair, light, medium, dark, or even just, this would be light, medium, deep, dark, and deep. Wow. That would be life-changing because it's $6. Needs to be more affordable, accessible products for people of color. Let's get into swatches. I'm gonna start with the OXX. It's a very creamy formula. It feels really nice. So there's that. I'm actually gonna zoom you up so you can see these colors a lot better. Next, we're gonna do NARS Laguna. Now this was limited edition. I'm pretty sure it sold out on Mecca, unfortunately. I don't know why. It needs to be permanent. It's my current favorite. So we can see a real big difference here. Now this really shears out beautifully. So like that would look like it's too dark, but it's absolutely not. All of these that I have, I've done a recent declutter. So all of these that I have, I love. If it looks really dark on my hand, it blends out perfectly. I'm not gonna talk about the other formulas. Next we have the Huda Tantor, and I have the shade Fair. And I compared this one. All the formula of these 3 feel very similar. I compared this one as it kind of in between these 2. It's definitely lighter than this, but darker than this. And you can really see that OXX is a lot more yellow based in color. Next I'm going to do my Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in Baked. Now this is a stick, so it's going to be another formula again, but that's okay. But the color has a little bit more of a rediness to it, but still neutral. You can really start to see the differences of shade here. Next we have my RMS Beauty Bariti bronzer, and this is a coconut oil based product, and this is very red toned. Could even use this as a blush in my opinion. And this is another formula. This one's a lot more, you can see, a lot more shimmery. I've really got a cream bronzer for every occasion. And then the last one is my Mecca Max Contour, is that a contour stick? Contour stick in medium. I'm just doing this for reference. Obviously it's more of a contour, but the Huda Beauty is supposed to be a contour too, but a lot of these, in my opinion, are a blend between bronze and contour, whereas this is a true contour. So here are all the shades. We have OXX, what did I do? NARS, Huda Beauty, Milk, RMS, Mecca Max. And we can really see this one stands out as being quite yellow, so I'm not sure about the color. I think if you're really fair and yellow undertoned, warm undertoned, this would be good, but it's significantly lighter and more yellow than the other two. So on this side of my face I'm going to use a sponge, and then this side I'm going to use a brush so we can see the different application and see if there is a preference. I already know the answer because I've already done this video, but I'm going to show you guys how it lays differently. So I did just use this for my foundation, but I'm going to use it for this as well. I'm just going to take a little bit on here, and I don't have a mirror. Here we go. I haven't done my eyes because I'm doing a review of the Glaminatrix Silent Night palette after this, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to put this video up first. So if I remember, I will link this down below in the description. Here we have the application with the sponge, and I find that it's not my favorite, and I usually love using the sponge, but I just feel like it looks a bit messy. What do you guys think? I feel like I look really white here and then really yellow here. I don't feel like there's enough of a blend. That's why I was trying to do it a bit here to see if it would, but I don't think so. I think it just kind of, it really shows up. For something that's very light toned, it really shows up. So let's do the other side with a brush. I'm using the Sigma F47 Multitasker. It's a beautiful brush to use for any cream product, including foundation. And I'm not using a lot, I'm really just tapping into the pot. So do you guys have a favorite side? Because I definitely prefer the application with the brush. I think it looks much more natural, and it looks a little bit more controlled. I feel like it just looks too heavy on this side. I feel like the sponge picks up too much product, and then maybe if I had a smaller, maybe if I went like this and had a smaller one, I'm not sure, but somehow I like the formula of this with a brush. I think it just blends that a little bit better. I feel a little bit messy on this side, if I'm honest. In terms of color, I think it's too yellow. I definitely think it's too yellow for me. I am very neutral. I'm very in the middle neutral. I can swing a bit pink, I can swing a bit yellow. But if something is very yellow or very pink, it does show up that way on my skin. And this is a very yellow bronzer. In terms of the formula, love the formula. So yesterday when I wore this, I ended up putting, it sets down really nicely, doesn't stick. The formula is the best part of this, along with the price. The formula is fantastic. It really dries down. It doesn't dry down matte, but it does say velvet, and I would agree with velvet. It's not dewy, it's not matte. What I did to make this work is I went over the top with a powder bronzer that had a little bit more neutralness or a bit more beiginess to it, and that really evened out that yellow tone. So I will continue using this because I love the formula of it, but the whole yellow tone does not work for me. If this came in other shades, I would definitely buy another shade because it is a beautiful bronzer. It's just, the color is not good. I do not like this color. But for $6, if you're willing to take the risk to see if it suits your skin tone, I can only speak from my skin tone. It's not great, but I think if you're fair, light to medium, I wouldn't say if you're medium skin tone, I think this would not work. It's very light. You saw in the swatches, it's a very light color. I feel like it looks just like the Chanel one. What I'm gonna do is do some bronzer, some blush, and I'm gonna come back and show you what it looks like all cohesive. Okay guys, so I went over with the Too Faced Soleil bronzer, the powder bronzer. Then I used some cream blush, cream highlight, and then I just setting sprayed. So just to bring that zest of life back into the face. And I think you can kind of see it doesn't look as yellow anymore. So I have definitely found a way, I'm gonna zoom back out. I've definitely found a way to use this product and taking that yellowness away because it is a nice product and I will continue using it. I do recommend this product. I think for $6, if you're looking for a cream bronzer but don't want to pay that $50 price tag, I definitely recommend it. And then using a cooler toned bronzer over the top just to even out the undertone of it. That's everything. Let me know what you think down in the comments if you're gonna go pick this up straight away at Kmart. I gotta tell you though, now that we're in Christmas time, I had to wait in the longest line at Kmart. I got other things as well, so I was happy to stand in the line. I waited in the Kmart line for so long because it's Christmas time and everyone was at Kmart. And this was a weekday in the middle of the day. I've done all my Christmas shopping though, so that's done. All right, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.